people. You weren't supposed to take a trip down the net. So, with you guys basically falling to your death and coffee that's actually warm, you guys rejoin me. She's 12:20 a.m. and yes, I'm alive. I woke up at like 9 or well, I first woke up at 6, fell asleep again, woke up at 8 and then kind of dragged it on until 9, and at that point I didn't want to sleep anymore, so I woke up, and the reason why is probably because I had that like 4-hour nap the other day during the afternoon, so here we are. But you guys rejoin me to Lydium Fox on the TV, in the chair, and you rejoin me to a very familiar sight. Yes, the Necolavink temperature software and that bloody Arduino. So I rewired up this whole Arduino business. I sorted all the wires, reconnected the battery and the whole ignition switch, and I wired the bloody stereo directly through the ignition switch, so we now have a few less wires going on than on that battery. So now it is to open a new project and start coding this whole business, which
Alright, well, let's listen to some cassette tapes together.
I still gotta, you know, plan and work on all of that, so and figure out how to do that, because I did see online that you could go from digital pin to digital pin and then do like input, output, whatever. So I need to figure out how to program that. I mean, you can see that it's not like I don't know how to program Arduino in the basic terms of it. I mean, this I did the programming for. You know, pin mode, in, out, output, input, you know, serial prints and digital read and writes and whatever. Like, I know how to do all of that. I do. But, it's the first time programming a USB joystick encoder, so... Yeah, the tube is working like a charm. We have pizza. I'd say she works. So, we are back and we have moved to virtually. Oh, the GoPro is freaking out. I don't even know if you can see me, but we are back. And what's the status, you may say? Well, I fell asleep on the couch due to lack of energy once again. I woke up because it was warm in there. I shut down my main computer to kind of cool it down out in there. So that's got its restart per day. And that I went in here because it was cold there, and now she's 3 a.m. and I'm awake. Yeah. Being depressed even if it isn't even if it is far from as bad as some people has it drains your energy like some other counterfeit or whatever the fuck, but oh well. Okay, it didn't take long for that coffee to become cold. So we are back. I am alive. It's 24.5 there, which means for once in a lifetime it's like 23 in the middle of the room. Lol. Which is nice, because I'd rather have on myself a hoodie or a sweater if I'm cold and be able to take it off and be fine, rather than having it be so warm that I can wear just a t-shirt when I'm more chilly. But when I start literally doing anything, like excitedly or whatever, I get warm and I can't do nothing about it. So that's a thing. The reason why so much is because turning off my main computer, it reduces so much heat being generated in this room, you have no idea. Like, my main computer itself generates a lot of heat, but my 4 displays, especially the 2K displays, also spit out a lot of heat. Because I believe these screens are like 30 to 40C while operating. Green flag indeed. Vi har en spisas quote-unquote per usual. Vi are. You see, I'll play a set of chords, but the reason why, because I've had the thought, of, starting to do, iRacing, especially now as I got some Visual Motorsports apparel and try to make it a little more legit. But the thing with iRacing is that, first of all, it's hella expensive. Second of all, you will literally be judged for anything, either it be on stream or with other people in the race. And what was I going to say? I was going to say, if you don't like actively partake in like championships and shit, it's just not worth it. As I've said before, but I don't know if I have those recordings still. I don't think I do, but when I was playing Forza here the other day, I'm less of a track guy and I'm more of a street race type of guy and sports car type of guy, rather than, track car guy. I mean, sure, like, I'll do certain tracks, but I prefer the more street car approach, rather than, a car completely built around just for track. I prefer being able to take my bloody Toyota Supra and just slap it on the track and call it a day. Per se. But oh well. We'll see though. I may take and pick up a new shifter if I'm able to eventually this month. So you guys, I think you guys saw. Well, I mean we can just continue watching Aspie really. But I think I showed you guys the Turtle Beach, you know, multi-shift or whatever. Which I was thinking like that may be a nice middle ground between quality and more of the type of feel I want, which is, you know, street car, whatever. It's got a rubber boot, so it's like a midway between like the Logitech and the what's the TH8A or whatever. So good shit. So I was thinking about that shifter, but after more review, I've been more tempted on the Mosa. Whatever, Mosa. I just go. I forgot. It's called not the H here. It's Command Y because MacBook. HGP has been more tempting. The only thing I'm not a fan of with this one is that I don't have any like rubber boot. If I go to velocity 1 flare shift, so you can see godta informationskapsler. So here is the Bosa HGP 2151 when it finally loads. Are you gonna load, brother? I swear. It refuses to load, but there is that one. Then here, shut up. Here you have the Turtle Beach Velocity 1, which is looking more tempting for me because it's more like you know, a manual actual car, you know, a rubber boot, whatever. Can be clamped to a desk, whatever. But it's more tempting from a visual standpoint, especially for racing. As far as trucking goes, in a trucking scenario, the base will be mounted to the floor, and the stick will come up from the floor in most instances. Which in that case, the Mosa is more fitting because I can literally bolt the bitch in the ground, or to, you know, whatever in the floor. The only thing that's a little bit annoying about this one is that 7th gear is locked, which isn't much of a problem for Truck Sim because that will actually prevent me from accidentally putting the bitch into turning on the park brake. Because on Truck Sim I have my 7th gear mapped as my handbrake. You will not believe how many times I've accidentally shifted into park brake instead of shifting into 3rd or 7th. Granted, with the Bosa HPG I won't be using the lock, the reverse, to go to reverse, because reverse on 18 speed is up into 1st, and then we got 2nd, which is going to be your low and low high, and then you get 1st gear, 2nd gear, 3rd gear, 4th gear. So good shit. So yeah, so what's my plan for the day, you may ask? Well, I'm glad you asked, lol. Well, plan of the day, first of all, is gonna be to try and get, you know, this whole fucking joystick shit working through the Arduino, and try and program that to some semblable standpoint of workingness, which is probably gonna take the better half of my morning. After we have completed that, and I have found out a semi-ideal solution on how to mount the bloody ignition switch by my desk, I'm gonna take and well, I have an idea actually. And that is to drill a hole in the side of the stereo like frame or whatever that I have like laying inside of the bedroom in the bottom there, just mounting that to my desk and just bolting the bloody ignition switch in there, and then just fucking use the other battery and call it a day. Oh. I should be fine just using a 2 amp hour drill battery. Just for running those 2 relays, one relay being actively on, it shouldn't pull too much power. As long as the stereo is not on it. I mean, eventually I'll probably get like a 230 volt, 212 volt converter that I just plug directly into the wall. Which literally gives me 12 volt binding posts to just bind everything to and call it a day. Which would give me like fucking, I don't know, 100 amp hours or whatever, or like 100 amps to go on. Which should be plenty for running both like dashboards and controls and lights and potential sound system and whatever, depending on how advanced I end up doing the sim rig eventually. So we are back. And we have, oh wow, a very new IDE. So colon is high input and key colon high, and then input pull up. Ah, okay. So then this shit is even easier to do, really. Just do pin mode. Then just comment out these two and then go make use the row and then okay. So I'm gonna do this just real easy for the time being. I may be thinking much more. No. Slash, you smartass. So. start pin and ignition pin. Det vil du ignition. Ignition pin and start pin. Pin as input pull up.
Well, yes, I'm having about 30 frames right now. It's not being powered up.
You good shit, blah 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 blah. Void loop. Lol. Lol. Never mind me, lol. Pin mode. Tast pin. Common output.
Because it's EA32LX, but you know.
Then
1924, a random ass sugar.
well, why? What do you mean it's not declared? It's very much declared, my guy. Unless you can't use 0 for that. That is. Because if I can just use that internal pull-up resistor, then I can just test. Because basically what we gotta do is we gotta try to turn this into this. Så nachtgedrucken Knopf. Okay, so the guy that did this was apparently German. Good shite. But at least if we can get this to work in the basic principle, then we just have to turn this around to a joystick encoder by including the joystick variables. But if at least we can get this simple shit to work like it's supposed to do, then we just have to convert those values into joystick inputs. So I think I'm gonna go download an older version of IDE, because here it's complaining that it's not defined. In 1.8.19 it just works. Why are you complaining there that input pull-up is not available? But here you're doing it just fine. Is there some stuff I'm missing here? I feel like it is. Installed. Then we go here because I can. Why is it not working here? Oh wow! Oh, wow. I am actually stupid. I am actually stupid. Oh, wow. Yeah, if you use underscore, maybe. Never fucking mind. It's just me that's, you know, literal stupid, lol. My god. It's me being stupid. Vegetable did.
Okay, hello guys, welcome back to my channel.
Yeah, I don't care that I didn't eject the disc properly, Joe.
Today, instead of
I don't care.
like some
So,
gameplay that normally they're supposed to be relatively
now,
so thanks to episode which just got released. And
let's
right now in
get
VNL truck, as we're actually going to be using
my
automatic
quote-unquote king, which is gonna be our temporal temporal hold my ignition switch boy. Or so is the plan. I just need to pop out a frame. Well, I don't need to pop it out, but then I am gonna drill a hole and put more. I'm gonna drill a hole here. I forgot my drill is in the car, so no, we are not gonna drill a hole. So good shit. What I need though is a wire. Good right there. Okay. Then we unscrew the rest of this and then we just bind. So by you, and then you gets, you know, fucking fixed up and nicely bundled and whatever else, and as you know, jammed into this. Oh well, not too bad, you say, ramming speed down the hill. Oh lol. So vi vill snipp snipp. Well, the practice driving was no problem. The problem was other shit. Lol. Then groundy ground. The ground is backed out all the way. Yeah, I thought so. So we need to do this, and then we need to strip back. Then we gotta like split this shit. Well, that screw is like butchered, but oh well, we have a cupboard. So, theoretically speaking now.
So yeah, really hope things sort themselves out.
19%. So,
starts of the NCE and tries to get like the HTTP to work, but girls will
uploading, you say.
add a lot really. Just need the company.
Timed out and expired.
So yeah,
Let's try that.
Eurotruck episodes yesterday, or well, in the first one maybe. So yeah. So really that is what's going on. I've been planning to go.
Oh, oof. I forgot.
But I can't really do much about.
I forgår.
I've been calm and asked if I could come to job, but the problem is if I ask people to come to job now because I'm still sick, my lifting capacity is limited.
Delay by like a second.
Just a little So if I'm going to start working, I'm going to need to have the lifting capacity. Granted, it's 30 kilos, so it's like that. So yeah. There's really no
Upload.
right now with how my health is currently. I hope that just getting a flush out of my system and then start to eat property again is going to fix the rest of the stuff. Hopefully. Well, I won't know for sure until I've been to the doctor again and heard what he has to say. It's just kind of, it just got to the point where my body had had enough. Right?
Okay. Serial print ignition on. Can I then do...
So yeah, that's really where we are. It's a rough couple of days, man. And I'm fighting a lot. I'm trying to eat
backslash an and then backslash an.
like multiple times a day. My will be cool.
Verify sketch, upload the sketch.
That thing's so big, it's just so wee down there.
Ah, there we go. Now it's putting it on a new page. So if I now... Oh my god. Batteries... How low are we talking? Ah, 10%. Ah, fuck me. No ignition on. Have I put this bitch on the wrong pin question of the day? Yes. Yes, I have. I put it on pin 13, lol. That's why this bitch is just like, hello, something is wrong here. Oops. Ignition on. There you go. And then if we turn this back to off, you go ignition off. Hallelujah, the system works. Oh well, I mean, I guess we are better off than we were. So, if we now go here, if I don't pull out my charger in the process, lol. And this thing is toasty. So, if we now go int start equals read digital read start pin. If parentheses start equals low, serial dot print So, why are you cranking? Okay, let me try. Let us start at 3, at 4 and 3. Just for simplicity's sake. And sake of maybe shit being funky. Så 2, 3. Compiling sketch, upload sketch. Okay. So baby, there was some sparkly spark that was happening there. Ignition off. Ignition on. Crank, 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 non-crank. Ignition off. But that means I should, technically speaking, be able to just remove this else part. Save it, send it, and it shouldn't do anything. Unless it's cranking. So... you're probably seeing this and asking, what the fuck is going on here? Well, I'm glad you asked. So... after uninstalling the joystick library, which you get directly from the Arduino manager, and downloading the custom library, and putting that into the project, everything as far as the joystick side of things just works. The problem we have gone into now is that it's complaining that the joystick library can only be used with USB MCU. Which the Arduino should have USB MCU, the Uno, because I've seen the Uno used before for this stuff. GoPro, your shit is piece of garbage. Yeah. I've had this bitch for like a year and a half and this bitch is failing. Just give up already. How does people keep buying your stuff? That's all I'm saying. Anywho, what I was trying to say was give our red-haired fox some love.
Processor's having a hard time containing itself.
Hello!
Oh no, not like that. Oh my god.
Hello!
So bad.
We minimize the mess. After we mix it up.
Why is it green?
Don't worry about it. But yes, so...
I will turn this.
where are we? Well, pretty much what I figured out is that I'm gonna need another board.
Fuck you. You can't turn my stream off.
I don't know if it's even gonna be a point in trying to tear out this
You have no power here.
whole up mega board which already exists in here.
Actually,
If I'm able to figure out which pin is what, then yes, it will work, but I have a feeling figuring that out is gonna be the most royalist pain in the ass.
Why does it look like
So good choice. So I guess we don't have a ignition switch. And if I want Euro truck out today, I gotta start soon.
People
That's
eat
what I
with their
thought.
eyes, but I eat with an open mind.
But over, we have the baseline code done.
Oh no, don't eat that.
We do.
Ew.
So, where are we? Well, we didn't get the ignition switch any further. Now I remember that I have these feet, which was on the X32 before that got put into a torque case. I was just like, let's attach these to my pedals. And by any luck, that should prevent me from needing to have a box in the back here to be able to use these bitches without this just going wee wow all over the place. So good shit. And yeah, I don't know. We are apparently about to do both truck sim and racing sim and whatever else. So good shit. So here we are. I've started wonder if Telenor's DHCP servers are running on digital potatoes. Hallå där, däven. Fan mig i liv eller? Tok det faen meg 5 år. Selv om faen meg datamaskinen min er fortsatt... My computer is still having the greatest time connecting. Eller så skulle man jo faen meg tro da. Jeg skal dra på Telenor. Det er liksom, det går aldri, uansett hvor i faen jeg flytter, så er du så jævlig fucka. Ok, jeg sverger Telenor og daua. I swear, so you couldn't have chosen Friday to be my day without network instead of today? Men I need my network, for fan. Here, I'm gonna unplug you. With your shortest ass fucking fiber ever. Then I'm gonna turn you off. Then I'm gonna ram you in there. Ram you into the whack. I'm gonna restart this bloody ONT. I'm gonna restart my router. Is my router back online again? No. Or yes, it is back alive. And I have an IPv6 address from Telenor this time. So now maybe shit will work. So, where are we, may I ask? Well, we are at daily mixes have been scrubbed up pretty much. It has. We have trucked ham. AI traffic got on my nerves. So I think it's time to pick up the Mosa HGP or MGP shifter. And you guys are dead. What I was saying was, yes, I think it's time to pick up the Mosa HGP shifter. Lol. And I think what I'm gonna do is just move the sub forward and mount it to the sub. Yes, as that. It's in a more proper position. And I have that shit attached to my table. And then the next upgrade will be probably a Mosa pedal and wheel set. Oh! It is sun outside, yes! Hello, hello! Can you see me car? Maybe all the way down there. It is on, my boys. Alexa, what's the temperature outside?
Right now, it's 1 degree Celsius.
Huh.
Tonight, expect a low of -2 degrees.
Feels like 2 degrees, you say. Ah. In the sun, it's obviously gonna be more. But I am back. I have finished up recording American Truck for tomorrow. So basically now, I'm gonna rig down that. I'm gonna prep to record Satisfactory for today. And then I gotta figure out if I record that first. Then, while that's transcoding, I clean the kitchen and make food. Or whatever else river-ons. So good shite. So that's where we are. Pepsi lemon indeed. That I got for free. So good shit. Ah, so there is that boy I was looking for, lol. You have lasted me. Thank you for interrupting us. You have lasted me 5 years. But I think it's time to it's time to let you go, my friend. It's time to let you go. You have lived your earnest life and deserve to rest in peace now. Or rest in pieces. Yeah, it's back to it's time to hit the VV road. I have suppel. We're just going downstairs and then we're getting on the road. So we are back and I just came from the store and I'm in the car. Well, I came from the store a while ago. We're heating up the boy. But I was talking about this bloody list earlier, right? Yes, new heater control module. New mirror left because the heater there is gone. New set of wipers because yeah, it's a good shit. Some more LEDs for the AC control. Those are those right here. And then seat heat modules for either side. Calibrate the steering wheel angle sensor. That still has to be done. New first aid kit for the back. And running the wire for the left fog light is what we have left to do. It is. So good shit. And then as for non-priority, I was talking about the D8704 or D9704 amp, depending on if you go for the TS-Z65F or the TS-D65F from Pioneer. And then potentially a 2-channel amp in the back if you decide to do that. And then you have backup camera for this boy, long single LED bars. We're going to flip the entire holder around on its head, then mount the LED bar in the bottom, then the 4-channel Pioneer amp, the 2-channel amp for the speakers in the back, the Pioneer TS said whatever. Then more ground zero speaker wires, so 2.5 mil for going to all the doors. And then more ground zero speaker wires, so 20 mil for the sub. I'm gonna buy 10 mil for the 4-channel and 2-channel amp for the speakers. And then 250 mil or 50 mil black and yellow to go all the way forward. good shit. And then new wire blocks to complement all of that. So good shit, so that is the idea. If you're wondering what I got at the store, I got some 2 Cokes, 1.5 liters, and then I got like 1 pack of potato chip, 1 pack of crackers, and then like 1 cake or whatever. I guess it was just that song then. I guess it was just that song then. There's one thing I'm gonna bring in. Oh, really? I can bring it all in. That's going in. I can, like my drill. I don't think I need it in packed up. Yeah, blinklys. So good shit, but oh well, I mean there's no point in really sitting there chilling really, because I got videos that needs to come up today, so I need to get in and edit those, and I'm hungry so I want to eat. So alright, I'm gonna get my ass inside. I am. That light bar is mounted skewed, but okay. That I can show you guys that up front what we're gonna do with my light bar. Well, we're gonna replace my light bar, but what we're gonna do when we do that, and it will probably involve a whole new bracket, but oh well. Probably. Så, lol. Dink. So the plan is, you see this whole bracketry right here. So basically what's behind here is a Biltema bracket, which then my grandfather and whomever else decided to get away with having it up top because of the 30-degree angle or whatever the fuck when it comes to you know, the license plate being seen from above because of autopass and shit. They decided, we'll just put 2 pieces of rusted ass metal welded on top and call it a day. So basically my idea is, what I want to try and get away with is moving getting a new long lead bar and then flipping this old bracket around and hanging it down here. If that doesn't work, I want to try and get some kind of bracketry I can bolt in here and just bolt it directly on here, so we don't need this whole bracketry business, because it just honestly does not look great. It does not, but oh well, we'll survive with it for now. So you guys are back, and we've been working, brother. So I made hot pot. I devoured my hot pot. I watched YouTube while I was devouring my hot pot. After I had devoured my hot pot, the other two quote-unquote parts of the satisfactory stuff was done transcoding. Got that edited. Those are now to export. We have a battery plant, or well, the building. Episode 44 is soon done rendering, or it's done rendering, it's offloading. I have completed the thumbnail for episode 44. I need a screenshot. Nobody told you to move, you smartass. You were supposed to stay down in here. But I need to wait until that's done, because I need to screenshot something from the last video that I need to put in here. Oh well, I could pull it from the source actually. Yeah, I'm smart. There you go, save that, then we go. Open the screenshot folder. Then I pop that in here. Then I resize you. There you go. Then I put you below there, because we need to like resize this rectangle. Then we put the screenshot above. Ah, lol. Alt key. Hello, hello. There you go. Then we just kind of do that, and then we, oops. Then we go fact bevel emboss and stroke. Pixel 2 black inside normal. So there is your emboss, there is your stroke 2 pixels, color black. So good shit. So then we can export this shit. 1.6, yeah. Satisfactory season 1. There you go. So good shit. So there is the thumbnails done. So now I'm gonna quickly look through the one that just got done rendering. If it's good, start uploading that, and then by the time that's up and live, I can put this up to upload. And then by any hopes of the imagination, both of these should be live before 1 AM. So, holy shit, this is the first day this whole bloody week where I've actually done something properly. Hallelujah, I can't believe it's 11:25 PM. So, we have the new and improved ignition switch that still lives. So good shit. Here is your new and improved ignition switch system. Then we just double stick tape or hot glue a Leonardo there. We add a few buttons and bada bing bada boom, we have an ish button voxel. And having this mounted on the underside of my desk is gonna be 10 times better than the whole shenanigan we had before with the zip ties and shit, because now the ignition switch is like actually stuck, lol. So good shit. We have a better solution for all of this. So now this can go in the trash, lol. So good shit. So here is your new and improved ignition switch system. Then we have a few relays, and then we have our Leonardo just chilling on the corner. We do, and then we just have these like relays just mounted in the corner, lol. Yes, thank you for info. Why do I feel like you went into the wrong hole? Well, you didn't go into the wrong hole, but you're on like... Well, you're lined up with the edge, so I don't really care. Can I now pop on this... lol. Okay, we have a board inside of here. Hello, remote. Yeah, I don't think you should keep. So good shit. So I have like I have like 0. Like, is this 0.75 or what is this, like 0.5? I feel like this is like 0.5, but oh well. Good shit. Oh. So good shite. So basically pop this to that, we get digital number 2, which is, you know, fucking ignition boy, and then we go cranky crank, which will send into digital 4, which will be our other whatever shite. So good shite. And yeah, this is guaranteedly 0.75 or 0.5, not 0.75, but oh well. I digress. If I can adopt this shit to 0.75, then great. Because that means I won't need this royalest, longest, whatever else. So we are back. we have a loom of wire. So we have ignition relay, starter relay, wire through the ignition switch, and here comes accessory power for, well, the stereo and to the ignition switch, or a continuous power. We have accessory power for the stereo, and we have the 2 grounds for the relays. So now we can clean up like half the mess on the floor. We can. And have this be a much cleaner space to work in. So you rejoin to the glorious moment where the floor is clean. We have our 1 battery. And we have power. Hallå. So that is your nice, neat little. There is your nice little button box, quote unquote. Now we just need to swap that boy out for a Leonardo. Pop a few more buttons in here, and then this bitch can be bolted up in the desk. And we have a working ignition switch with buttons or whatever else. Ignition off. So if we now take our key here, we turn you there, we have ignition on. And then we have crank, ignition on and ignition off. So yes, the system. Where's my phone? Aha, so USB power delivery does turn off eventually. Oh, that makes sense, because I have that set to go to hibernate and not just sleep. I forgot. Anywho, you guys are back to... Oh, sleepy me, lol. So, where are we? Well, I bet you guys know where we are. I have eaten, brushed my teeth, and it's pretty much ready for bed. I am. As far as our mer ignition switch situation är, now det är. Well, as stated before, we have our ignition and our crank boy. We do. Besides from swapping out that board and uploading that other program, that one is pretty much ready to be screwed up to my table, added a few more buttons, and well, besides from swapping the board and adding a few more buttons, that board is ready to be screwed up in my table, and then it'll be ready to go. And then throughout next week we should receive our Mosa MGH or MPG or whatever shifter, which at that point we are ready to take the W900 and hit the fucking road. So depending on when it arrives, It's either going to be on Tuesday or it's going to be on Thursday in the American truck video that you guys will see. All of that in action. I'm going to try and rig up my GoPro and my capture card in Decolab Inc. 2 and NDI that over to my main computer and then try and time align literally everything, which is going to be the most royalest pain in the ass, but I've done it before, I'll be able to do it again, so yes, but it's about time for me to head to sleep, and then I gotta look through this SD card in the morning. It just does not end with HP printers being the worst fucking thing on planet of Earth. Never ever am I buying anything HP ever again besides from ProAlliant servers or whatever. Their printers are garbage. Hallå! Connect då, din smarte jävel. Okay, then we open printer and scanner sagan. Then we add the printer, open diskette, add device after restarting the spooler service. Oh my god. I am seriously about to just buy a printer on the used market that's anything else than HP, that is like newer than 2020, and call it a good day. Because a Canon from fucking 2020 is gonna work better than this piece of crap. And now it's gonna use 5 years and say it can't add it, but it added it anyways. There you go. Now, printer spooler service. Are you still trying to print? No. Good shit. Then can I like tell you to not care? Paper available. Well, that is your problem now. Paper available is A4, you smartass. Main tray, plain paper, normal print quality, you smartass. Real life technologies, we do not care. Plain paper, none. 1 per sheet. Grade scale, none. O fucking K. Apply. So, Decolive here, post-production. So, apparently, I never recorded an end to this video. So, here I am saying, thank you guys for watching in post. Hope you have enjoyed. If you did, life would be greatly appreciated. And as always, check the links down below for my socials and all of that. And yeet your HP printer out the window. And until further notice, stay tuned and stay awesome. And Decolive the heck out of here.